Boy, you know what time it is.
Welcome to the Bromigos podcast.
I need it!
Hey, how are you?
This is amazing.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Bromigos podcast. This is episode 86. Hard to think that we're already 86 episodes deep, but it's a Hoochieman, holding it down as always.
It's your boy Panama Red. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Mikey, he's back, baby. It's the Undercover Brotha back in the motherfucking house. Pump your fists if you feel me and holler if you hear me. Let's fucking go. How's everybody doing today? Mike, what have you been up to? It's been a couple weeks since we last seen you and your surprise appearance on the show that we had no fucking idea about.
You know, getting old man surgery in my eye, getting ball and chain on me. You know?
Oh, yeah, he got married.
Hell yeah, he did.
Let's go.
So
I'm not going to lie to you. I never thought I'd see the day.
A lot of people thought they wouldn't see the day. You know, I had old ways and bad tendencies, you know. I didn't think I'd see the day, but it happened. So here I
Saw
am.
the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. You've been reborn from your fuckboy ways.
I would say reborn. I've kind of just outgrown it, to be real about it. There wasn't nothing to be reborn about. I don't necessarily regret. I mean, I regret some of it because there are some people I shouldn't have dealt with. But it was a learning experience that I was doing for way too long. And then, you know, that shit got boring. It got boring. It did. Believe it or not, people, it gets boring. So.
And the other question is, how's our niece doing?
She's good. She's 3 months old today. She is definitely daddy's little girl. 100%.
How is your sleep schedule?
Oh, so mine is fine now.
Really?
Yeah. It's not. So she's, for the past, I would say about 2.5 weeks, maybe even 3. She's been like sleeping through most of the night. So listen, I'll tell you, like I told my mama, I'm incredibly lucky. My baby doesn't cry unless she, you know, wants something, some food or something. She doesn't cry unless, you know, she's tired. Other than that, she's a happy baby. I can't complain. Other people have had it a lot worse. Not me. I'm good. Chilling.
Well, considering this is actually your first go around having a kid, I'd say you're doing quite well for yourself so far.
I mean, so I'm not going to get too much into that, but I really despise my son's mother because of it. Because I can tell you,
you don't have to give information you don't want to give out.
Any parent understands the joys of having children. Like, it's not something that you can explain. You can try to tell people, and it's just one of those things that you actually have to go through it to understand. Yes, the getting up in the middle of the night sucks, and the changing the diapers, and the crying, and this little soul is completely relying on you. Yeah, it sucks at times, but like the first time she smiled, I lost my shit. I was like, oh my God. You know, you can't put into words the amount of joy you feel. So it's amazing, man. It's amazing.
Can I ask you a dumb question, though? Because I'm not sure what the laws are in Germany. I know the U.S. is completely fucked when it comes to, say, child support. Did you have to pay anything for your son when you were here?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Are the laws any different here, or that you know about anyway? Because I know you didn't have to pay child support here, but
so I've never had a kid in the U.S., so I don't know how the child support laws work over there. I would say here, see, child support is a pretty straightforward thing here. You know, it's all based on your income and how much you make, and then over here, fathers or mothers, because they pay child support too, have to have a certain amount of money allotted to them every month. So between what you pay for your, you know, utilities and rent and things like that, and what you have to have for yourself from there, if you're still making enough, then they have a chart, a table, like you got to figure out what you have to pay based on a percentage. But I find it.
You mean to tell me that the U.S. is just fucking everybody over because the court systems is completely garbage?
I mean, to be real with you, that shit is shitty everywhere. Like, it's no different here. The government only gives a fuck as long as you're paying child support. They don't care about necessarily the well-being of the child. They only care about the well-being of the child if the father is a problem. That's when well-being of the child is in question. Other than that, they don't give a shit. It's the same thing in the U.S. Same thing.
Well, since we keep bringing up political shit, I'm glad you're here today, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck has been going on, man?
You see what I'm doing, man. Listen, folks.
This man's smoking a whole ass joint on the show. I haven't seen this man smoke in months.
But let me tell you something. It's embarrassing. I'm just gonna call it what it. Before we even get into it, I just want y'all to know, I find this shit embarrassing. Europeans find this shit embarrassing. This is utterly embarrassing. The fact that it's a repeat, bro. We're repeating the same scenario. Like we hear one person has already died from police brutality. Like one person's already died. Mm-hmm. We're literally the same playbook.
That came out. What did that do? Came out last week. It came out like earlier this week. The Sonya Massey thing that Dante was talking about.
Man, every time it's the same playbook. But I'll let y'all take it away. I'm not gonna say too much.
So I saw that guy was discharged from like 4 different police stations, and then was discharged from the army for like conduct or like attitude conduct or something along the lines of that. Yep. But that was just a recipe for disaster waiting to happen. But yeah, like you mentioned, it does feel like we've gone back in time, but we're still in current day.
Only a couple of months off difference, if anything, because the George Floyd thing happened in like late May, early June, and then everybody lost their shit for about 2 weeks. Luckily, there hasn't been any riots that have resulted.
You know why? Because everyone's so focused on this Israel-Palestine thing, which I don't understand. What's the goal of this? Like, we're graffitiing in the monument, okay? Like, we're the Liberty Bell in D.C., not in Philly. That happened in Philly.
I was going to say, if it happened in Philly, you'd be shot.
I would, yeah. In DC, they're graffitiing like monuments and Liberty Bells and all that. Like, why? What's the point of this? What is the goal that you want from this? Because you're just painting yourself as a bad image already enough. Like, you're protesting. I see protests daily, whether it's in DC or if it's on the West Coast or if it's in Florida, in Texas, in the Midwest, if they even have that there. I don't understand what the end goal is for this, because do they want the U.S. to get involved in something? We already got a lot of shit going on in the U.S. alone, let alone sending money to Ukraine, fighting Russia, worrying about China and Russia air forces near Alaskan air bases. Like, what are we doing here? Like, there's better things to worry about inside the U.S., and you're worried about what's going on over in the Middle East.
So we're kind of jumped on a couple of different topics at once. So I'm going to try and jumble it all together here in one concise thought on my end. As far as the Sonya Massey thing goes, I read a little bit into it when Dante brought it up in the group chat. I think it's appalling that whole situation took place. I don't know the full story outside of she called the cops, and for some reason they thought she was going to throw a pot of boiling water at him, and she was shot, was it 3 times in the head or something? Mm-hmm. I understand that was a very fucked up situation, and that guy should probably go to prison for what has happened, because anything I have seen personally looks as though the cop is guilty. That's just 100%. Me being honest. Yeah. And I am of the opinion that not all cops are like that piece of shit. Agreed. I think there's plenty of bad apples in the police and in law enforcement that need to be addressed. I'm shocked that they haven't been addressed more already, given everything that has happened the last 10 years. But it's a boys' club of some sort, and they protect their own, no matter how the wrongdoing. As far as the Palestine-Israel protest goes, that Hunter was also alluding to, we've talked about it a few times. You know, obviously, I think any of us can agree that we're not for the whole Zionism thing that Israel has been portraying, and more or less the genocide of Palestinian people. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying Hamas is absolved of any wrongdoing, because really quick,
the fact that you have to say that, I find that to be ridiculous. Anyone knows that we don't agree with any terrorist organization, right? I mean,
apparently people lob into too. That's why I bring it up.
I'll get into it more than that when you're done speaking. I just want to say that real quick, that I find it utterly ridiculous that you have to say that you feel for the Palestinian people, but that you don't like. I think that goes without saying, right? No,
like, you would think so, but some people have their heads so far up their own fucking ass that, you know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. But it's I remember when I was doing a newsreel for a couple of months at my old college station, and this college students, like the college students, were creating like this whole, what's it called? It was like that whole Seattle camp thing
It was
a
like
couple of years ago, and they were all like camping out in
was it like
tents
a
and
coop?
shit on campus.
Somewhat like a coup, where they're all
It wasn't
just-
a no coup. A coup would not be the term I would use, but they were just essentially camping out, and they were causing disturbances on campuses. Of course, a lot of these were all mostly liberal campuses. A lot of them happened up in New York. Some of them over at Western California. I believe there were a couple. As a matter of fact, the protests became so violent and became such a disturbance on college campuses that they actually had to cancel entire graduations because as a result. So like back then it was a little bit more prevalent. Then it kind of died off a little bit, and now all of a sudden people are now going out of their way to burn the flag and things of that nature. And I don't really know how to feel about that. I just think I'm kind of in line with Hunter, where I think, do they want us to get involved in some way, shape, and form? And if they are, because we've technically already have been involved. Like Israel, whether anyone likes it or not, is our ally. We have supported Israel throughout this entire thing, to my knowledge. And I don't know if we've done anything in support of the Palestinian people that I can recollect off the top of my head. But like, what do people want us to do? Because quite frankly, I want no fucking part of this, because it's bad enough we're giving away billions with a B to Ukraine. What do we got to do now? But why do we have to involve ourselves in another conflict that more or less has nothing to do with us?
So we provide weapons to them anyway. Like that's we're pretty much we're essentially involved. We provide weapons to them. We do
Like air defense stuff, or
yes, we provide weapons to them, man. I think millions, if not billions, of dollars worth of weapons to them. We already do. So in some way, shape, or form, we're involved. The thing is here is very simple, right? Religion is basically the whole reason why this is an issue. But my thing is, if these people were already here, the Palestinian people were already there, you're moving into their land, you guys fought a war, you had a treaty. By any way you slice it, Israel is not holding up their end of the treaty. They've been coming into their land for decades now, causing problems. I don't understand how people can't see this. It's very simple. If you keep fucking with someone over and over and over and over, at some point they're going to want to defend themselves. That shit is bullying. That's the type of shit we teach our children. You fuck with a child so much so that at some point he's going to fight back. It is normal. You can't keep, shitting on people and try killing a whole people and then expect them to just take it. Like, what are they supposed to do? This is why I don't understand. This shouldn't even be a fucking thing. And for Hamas, listen, I don't support terrorist groups. I don't think anyone does. But I don't think Hamas exists if Israel doesn't do what it's doing. Israel doesn't keep
That's a
doing
good point too.
I don't think Hamas exists. Like, let's be real about that shit, right?
But is Hamas a primarily Palestinian organization?
Yes.
Or is it okay? That's what I was trying to figure out, because I didn't know if there were other countries that had Hamas in it.
No, that's pretty much. And the thing is, I don't understand how people don't stop to think about these things. Like, how do you not think about this? How does that not make sense, right? To me that makes perfect sense. Like, before I go and judge something, I have to be informed. I have to know what's going on, right? Gotta know. Has to make sense. And it doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, is Hamas what Hamas is doing to is innocent Israeli people? That's fucked up. Like, let's be. And I find it ridiculous that I have to say that, but it's fucked up. It goes without saying, right? But Hamas doesn't exist if Israel isn't trying to just, genocide what the fuck they're doing, bro. It is. And to the Sonya thing, okay, I've watched this video so many times, over and over and over and over, right? So cop comes in, he comes to the door, he approaches her already with skepticism, asking her if something's wrong with her, right? Because she seems a little weird. Okay, goes in the house, she strolls into the kitchen, they have a conversation. He says, I can't remember at this moment exactly what was said, but she responds with something to the effect of, like, all she said to him was, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. The man then responds, "I will shoot you in the head, or I will shoot you." Something like that. One of the two. Pretty sure I'll shoot you in the head. I will shoot you in the face. I'm not. Don't quote me, people. Don't quote me. Something like that. She says, and he pulls out his gun. She says, "I'm sorry." She goes to the ground, right? Now, some people want to say that she popped up and wanted to throw the water on it. Some people want to say that. I completely disagree. In no way, shape, or form do I see this angle, but some people say that. Either way, to shoot her in the fucking head, bro?
3 times, no less. Here's the thing, because I didn't watch the video. I personally, I don't know about you, I can't bring myself to watch videos like that. I just can't. It's just, I get sick to my stomach watching stuff like that. I can't. That's why I can't watch the George Floyd video all, 8 minutes through. Yeah. I just can't. It makes me sick, regardless of how you feel about the guy. But the other thing is, I don't understand, is like, she obviously called you for a reason. Like, apparently it was the one thing I didn't mention before was there was apparently a burglary that was going to happen in her house. That's what I've read anyway. And the fact that they came already with the sense of skepticism was a little odd. I'm just like, what are you so skeptical about? Who else is going to call the cops other than the person in the house? Where did it break down to the point where she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus"?
That's the dialogue that I can't fully remember. There were words that were exchanged, right? I feel like we should just pull it up and listen to it.
I gotta find it. Let me see. I mean, if anybody can find it, that would be great, but I'm going to try and pull it up too.
There's a dialogue, and even nothing was there to where he needed to feel threatened. Like, I don't understand. Like, bro, if you're that frail, maybe you shouldn't be a police officer. Like, or if your ego is that easily offended, bro, maybe you shouldn't be a police officer. Like, come on, bro.
So we are going to pull up, ladies and gentlemen, the video of the entire situation. And do you guys want to watch the full video? At least that's what it seems here.
What is it, like a minute 50?
About a minute, 2 minutes or
well.
so.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to play it just so we all get the right information.
Illinois State Police released body cam footage showing the final moments of Sonya Massey's life, the Springfield area woman who was fatally shot by one of the responding deputies to a 911 call she made. Massey called 911 because she thought an intruder was in her home, according to the lawyer representing her family.
We checked your yard. We walked around the whole block. We didn't see anybody.
Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson and another deputy responded to the call around 12:50 a.m., authorities said. The deputies searched the property and found no intruder. The deputies then asked Massey to check on a pot of boiling water on the stove.
Check on her. We don't need a fire while we're here.
All right. Let me see. Okay. Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
rebuke you in the name of
You better not. I swear to God, I'll you straight your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot. Drop the pot. I'm gonna go get my kid. No, your headshot, dude. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot.
You can stop it.
I didn't see much there.
I didn't see anything there. That would.
So they didn't. That particular clip didn't show the whole the interaction with the pot, where some people were saying she's throwing water. So I just want to let you know there is a little portion of the video missing. So because
I didn't realize. I didn't thought it was the full thing.
Yeah, no, you're good. I'm just letting you know disclaimers, because I don't want people to come for us. Oh, you're the part of the video's missing. So I'm just putting that out there.
Blame CNN for that, because that's where I got it from. I'll put the link in the fucking show notes.
Yeah,
too,
they didn't want to show her getting
knows.
shot. Whoa. Ooh.
Yeah.
Does that mean it's real or is that fake?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, now I'm so confused, because it just seemed like a casual conversation.
Like it didn't have to go there.
He felt disrespected when she said, "I rebuke you."
You're like, bro, like, what's wrong, bro? You the demon. Some people are like, oh, when she did that, the demon manifested itself. That's what people are saying. And I'm like,
that's a little extreme. Listen, man, I know we all have our feelings about religion. I don't know if I believe any of that kind of stuff.
That's what I thought. I'm like, whatever, man, to each their own. But in my opinion, it was just a bit excessive. It didn't have to, like, why did it need to escalate to that point? Why did he feel the need to threaten her with shooting her in the face? Why? It makes no sense, bro. Like it makes absolutely no sense. Why? What did she say? What she deserved to be shot in the face because she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus"? She asked you where you were going. You told her where you were going. I don't know why she responded with, "I rebuke in the name of Jesus." To be real, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, sister, what's wrong with you, sister girl? What's up? You know?
Yeah. See, I had to look up what rebuke to mean really quick, just to make sure I knew the verbiage very well. And it says stern disapproval of, reprove, reprimand, to express sharp, stern disapproval of.
It's what people
So
say.
I'm not sure what led her to that moment, but she definitely did. The force that was used was not needed. I think that goes without saying.
Not at all. Not at all. So, black folk like to say that to people they think possessed with a demon, or like, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Some shit, whatever. But yeah, no, man, it didn't need to go there. Like, I don't understand why that needed to happen.
Man, oh man, this country is a fucking insane. This country is a fucking reality series. I keep saying this. It's America. It's America, the reality series. Like you said, Europe is laughing at us, and then I'm surprised we haven't even touched on this fucking shit yet. Okay, let's talk about the Trump thing.
No, boy.
Assassination attempt.
Of course. It has to happen in my state. Of all states in America, it has to be my state.
God damn it, Hunter.
Yeah.
I blame you for this.
Yeah, fuck me, am I right?
Fuck you. But I can't. I would like to start because I'm going to keep mine a little brief. Here's what I will say. The moment I was at work when this had initially happened, and I can't tell you the feeling. I can't describe the feeling I had in my gut. Not that because I'm a big Trump guy or anything. I think it's clear that I'm not the biggest Trump guy, even though I have voted for him in the past. But I felt a very uneasy feeling come over me for several reasons. Because now you're wondering if there's going to be retaliation from the Trump side to Biden. What is going to be done to prevent stuff like this happening in the future? Like we almost literally just witnessed it. Well, we did, but we witnessed a historical event before our very eyes. And we almost all saw a president get assassinated for the first time in all of our collective lives. So that was like a whole feeling, but I was more concerned about the ripple effects of what that situation was going to bring on, as opposed to, say, retaliation or what conservatives were going to feel. What was Biden going to do? Like, people were saying Biden should drop out now which eventually he did, but we don't know for what reason. Because at that point, people were convinced that Trump was going to win the election based off of that moment by itself. So there was a whole bunch of feelings going on. I've seen some of my friends also online make a joke saying, "Damn, just a little bit more to the right," or whatever the fuck side was closest to the head.
Tripping.
What were you going to say, Mike?
I just said tripping. They're tripping. People that
listen here, and you know what? And here's the thing: like, I'm not calling anybody out specifically, and I don't think they listen to the show, so they're not going to know it's about them anyway. But like, my problem is, and I will say this publicly: if you're going to make jokes about it, and then you're going to fucking all of a sudden become defensive when people are coming at you for the jokes, and some of the excuses you make are, "Oh, the same joke was made 1,000 other times. Why am I the one getting, why am I getting made fun of, or why am people coming at me about it?" Maybe here's the thing. Don't say the quiet part out loud online that people can screenshot. Mm-hmm. Like I had a few friends that got death threats sent to them because they made a joke, even though it's clear as day that they're not Trump fans. So I'm not really sure how much of a joke it actually was. So I just, in that case, I don't feel any sympathy for some of them, because it's like, you did it to yourself. I'm kind of just laughing at you now, regardless of my political stance. I'm just like, okay, come on. You're expecting sympathy now for saying something stupid. Some jokes were actually kind of funny about it, but not like, oh, a little bit more to this side. It was more like sports stuff, like, oh, so-and-so missed, or it was like, oh, wide, whatever, like like a sports player or something. Like, that shit was kind of funny.
Ben Simmons was the shooter.
Ben Simmons was the shooter. Ryan Strome, who was on the Rangers, who misses an empty net in hockey like no one's business. Like, that shit was funny. Like, that stuff's funny to me. Saying, oh, just a little bit more to the right and he would have been gone. Like, come on, man. You're tripping for that.
My man, Castellanos had a home run after that, too.
Another historical event that Cassiano was told.
He also hit a home run after it was announced that Biden was dropping out. And then Kamala announces she's running and then hits another home run.
Biden would have lost, man. Let's be real.
I firmly believe, but whether or not that event happened or not, I think Biden was going to lose regardless. I just think that the Trump assassination attempt was solidifying that, in my opinion.
Biden would, bro. Listen, nobody. I don't give a fuck. I understand people. Listen, the fact that people are just like, we're going to vote for Biden because we don't like Trump is outrageous. Biden is old as fuck, man. That man he should be retired. The fuck, playing with his grandkids, sucking on lollipops and shit. That's what he should be doing. Not running the fucking country with nuclear codes, bro. He should be out being some old pervert somewhere. The fuck? We giving this old fuck, bro. We're giving these old fart fucking nuclear codes. Come on, bro.
Hey, man, he was already doing that in broad daylight.
You
Listen, man, he was already
doing
sniffing kids' heads. Okay,
you feel me? Like, nah, bro. So Trump was going to win off the strength of Biden just old as fuck. That's what it is. You know, like Trump is not really offering much of anything.
Trump's old too, but he still has recollection of what's going on.
Nah, fuck that. That bitch is old too. That motherfucker.
Oh, he's old too. Like, I think anybody that defends him.
So I'm gonna be real. I feel like he still might win, but Kamala gonna make him sweat. Kamala gonna make him sweat, man.
Hey, listen, he's already being a woman once.
I don't care
legally.
what no one says, right? Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
He's already done it legally once. What makes people think he won't be
I
able
know
to do it
what you
again?
meant, but goddamn it, Hunter. I know what you meant, but Jesus Christ.
But it's real shit. Kamala gonna make him sweat. But check this out though. On a real quick, more serious note. These people are threatening civil war if they don't win.
I know. I've seen that too on the Trump side. That's disturbing. That's mental derangement right there.
The party of law and order is voting for a man with 34 felonies?
Something along those lines.
34 felonies,
you know what?
right?
Mm-hmm.
He's 34 felonies. And if they don't win, they're going to start a civil war. The party of law and order. This is what we're going to do for one man. Look, if y'all can't see as Americans, right? Like we all say we love our country, bro, right? As Americans, we love our country. If you can't see that this man is not bad for our country, then you're fucking blind. Like, look at how much division he causes, bro. Look at how much division.
And the people, and as you always say, the enablers that
Look what happened the last time he lost. They stormed the Capitol.
Bro, you gonna tell me you love your country? You can't love it that much. They idolize this man. It is every chance I get to tell somebody to go check their mental health, I do. Every single chance I get. I've been so active on Twitter, just fucking with people. I don't give a shit. I've never been so active in my life. I've never been on Twitter like this. Never. I've been talking shit, bro, because it's crazy. I understand liking someone that you believe will do good for your country. I get that, right? I do. But when you like someone to the point where you hate other people, because that's what he brings out of you, you hate other people so much so that you're willing to go to civil war. Bro, come on now. Yo, if you ain't been to war ain't nothing to fuck with, man. Like, I don't understand. Just the sheer threat of it is outrageous to me. And these are words from people that aren't going to be fighting no fucking war, man. While we amongst killing our fucking selves, they're going to be saving some bunker with fucking armed security. Like, be real, man. Be real. Like, it's foolish, bro. All of it is just foolishness. Fuckery.
Listen, man. If there's a civil war going on, I'm the one fucking sitting eating popcorn, watching y'all kill each other.
Oh, Matthew, they coming for you, bro. What you talking about?
They coming for me. I got nothing to do with this.
You a man of privilege, bro. What you talking about? They coming for you. What you talking about?
Listen,
why would they come for me or Hunter?
Just say you voted for Trump.
Because people are stupid, bro. People are stupid. People when worshiping a figure, and I'm not even just speaking specifically about Trump. I'm talking about in general. People go to lengths. Yo, there is pure evil in this world, dude. I'm telling you, people don't give a fuck just because. There are people that like to want to see the world burn just because. Yeah. That's crazy.
My take is it's just ironic how those that are like Blue Lives Matter, like pro police, are pushing for a convicted felon to win the presidency. And then on the other side, where all cops are bad cops, they're pushing for a figure who is notoriously like pro-cop. So it's kind of ironic how that works.
Oh, Hunter, I didn't think that's where you were going to go with that. But go ahead.
What, you thought I was going to make like a sexist joke about women or something?
No. I thought you were going to say about because black people on the internet talking about, oh, she put a lot of our people in jail, yada yada yada, blase blase, and I found that to be stupid. First of all, I can't give you I'll give you ballpark numbers because I've been reading all this shit, man, because I've been busy on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So she's convicted over 1,000 people, but only like 46 of them went to prison or some shit like that. So, and also, bitch, if y'all out there doing crime, y'all motherfuckers should be in jail. Fuck is wrong with you? Like, no, fuck, niggas. I get it. You know, hustle life, do what you got. But nigga, you doing crime? Your ass should be in jail. Lock them up. Jail, bitch. The fuck?
I missed you, Mike. Now hold on a second, because I see the other argument, like that Kamala is even black. Like I see black people saying Kamala ain't even black enough to represent us.
That shit too, bro. Talking about. Oh, her mom's Indian and her father. And they don't ever talk about her pops, but then you bring up her pops. They're like, oh, he's Indo-Jamaican. He's not a real black person. Yeah, like, bro, I'm like, what, nigga? It says okay.
Indo-Jamaican.
Welcome to the what is
like,
black segment.
Some dude tried to argue with me back and forth about it saying on Kamala's birth certificate that it says Caucasian on it, right? And I'm said, bro. He's like, it says right there on her birth certificate she's Caucasian. I said, bro, read the line. There's a whole line. There's one line, which is Kamala. Line 2 is dad. Line 3 is mom. And then line 3 for mom, they put Caucasian, but mom is Indian. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is what we're going to trust. We're going to trust a faulty document, clearly, right? and we're going to make a whole bunch, like, come on, people. Like, sometimes I think I'm arguing with bots. If I'm being real with you, bro.
Hey, I'll just say this. There are a lot of those on Twitter. I keep beating this drum. I'm going to beat it again. If Trump would have won in 2020, none of this would have happened. We wouldn't have had the Capitol being stormed. We wouldn't have Trump almost dying at a rally. We wouldn't have had Biden or Trump or Kamala running. Well, Kamala might run. We never know. But bro, either way, there would have been a nominee for both sides, Democratic, Republic. Would have been fine. But this is the route that America chose. This is the route that America will go down.
Like, the only reason I agree with you, that statement that you make, is because it's a strategy thing. Like, they should have, not that they should have, but like if Trump had won, none of this would have happened. It's I don't know.
Listen, it's just the thing is, if the man don't win, you already know some fuckery is coming. Like, that's the worst part about it.
Hey, listen, the National Guard, the Army, Coast Guard, Navy, everybody involved. If they really want a civil war,
martial law, motherfuckers.
If they really
what y'all want,
I guess that's what they want. But if they really want a civil war, I'm just saying the Army and the National Guard, they're not going to be afraid to get involved. Just saying.
Like, I think we've said this before, but people think with the couple shotguns and ARs that they may have and pistols, you know, you think you're gonna, bro? These motherfuckers got artillery rounds. Like, what's wrong with you, bro?
I remember
these guys got artillery rounds with white phosphorus, bitch. That burns through everything. What is wrong with you?
I remember putting that clip up on TikTok, and people got really fucking mad at you and I because that's what we were talking about.
I'm gonna tell it.
Hey, here we are. We're still right.
Tell you bitches again.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you motherfuckers again, so you understand. Okay. Regular citizen, I understand the right to bear arms, but bro, what the government has would destroy you. Like, I'm gonna be 100%, and most of the military personnel is probably because most of them gonna follow orders. Most of them do what they got. I mean, shit, bro, that's what we are. But
yeah, keep in mind, Mike is from the Army, ladies and gentlemen. He knows this shit more than the average citizen.
Like, even most of these people that have guns just collect guns. They don't fire them often enough to even know what they're doing. Most people, of course, you're gonna have your Steves and Kyles and Jesse that fucking, go to the range and, shoot often, and their weapons zeroed and they know what the fuck they're doing. And, You also firing under when you come under fire and have to fire back.
That was going to be my next point too.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. Watching it on movies is one thing, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Playing Call of Duty is one thing.
Let me tell you, the first time you hear that, I'm gonna tell you personally, my butt puckered. Okay, I'm scared.
Goddamn, I almost shit myself out in the desert.
Literally. Oh God, bro, listen. And I'm not ashamed to say that because you know what? As someone that had never experienced anything like that, that shit was traumatic for me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But people don't understand that you don't know what you're asking for. People don't know.
They don't. Hey, another thing I wanted to bring up too, because the argument, and I'm not sure if you've heard about this, Mike or Hunter. Have you guys heard about the Project 2025 thing?
I've heard bits and pieces about it. I don't really think some of that might be true, but I don't think we're heading towards dictatorship if Trump gets reelected.
So here's the thing. I have a document that I've pulled up here in a tweet, and basically lists, to my knowledge, everything that Project 2025 has, which I think is a primarily conservative, if not all conservative, run plan if Trump gets elected. Let's see. Take away LGBTQ rights, take away women's rights, make porn illegal, take away civil rights, take away welfare for single mothers, takes away fair housing, so anyone in public housing or Section 8 will be removed effective immediately, take away voting rights. LGBTQ people can be removed from jobs, housing, in any place they don't see fit, gives Trump the power to basically be a dictator, bans freedom of speech, bans Department of Education, gutting Homeland Security for his own people to run it, and any same-sex couples with a child, the child will be removed. Food stamp programs will be removed. All African-American history of racism and slaves will be removed from all books. Aims to increase executive power. I guess Trump means less voices, less representation, and the people less checks and balances. Climate crisis won't exist anymore, giving companies authority to pollute air as much as possible if they please. Also gives Trump the power to fire 200,000 government employees for him to hire only people that swear loyalty to him. Oh, and Article 47 is nothing but the appetizer for the main course, which is Project 2025, which I guess if you read the whole document, that last part makes sense. But based on everything I just read, what are we thinking so far?
So wait, he's trying to turn everything from what you just said. There, what? No freedom of speech, no LGBTQ rights, no civil rights. Really? No, like lesser things for women. No voting. No none of that. Really? Like, people really believe that shit?
I think some of it's definitely far-fetched. I think others isn't. That's the thing. Like, I think the civil rights stuff is a little bit too far-fetched for my taste. Let's see. I'm trying to let me see.
What else all the hillbillies out there that throw the N-word loosely are going to be up in arms whenever they lose their freedom of speech. You know?
Yeah, like I think some of the LGBTQ stuff is definitely plausible. And I mean, I'm not here to go down that fucking road. I mean, I don't support that whole thing getting banned or anything of that nature. I just think but I wouldn't be shocked if that is a route that they attempt to go with, especially considering if Trump wins, they might take away gay marriage. If that might be a possible case. I think there's a bunch of other.
Also, LGBTQ plus people can get fired from their jobs. No, that can't happen because there's corporate for a reason. And that comes up to corporate. It comes at the head of the decision from that company and not from the president of the United States. If that were ever the case, that's not going to happen.
I think
corporations still have to follow laws.
I don't think that. Well, I don't think some are going to follow that.
No, corporations have to follow laws. They have to. It's plain and simple. If the law's there, I mean, it's ridiculous, and I don't think it's going to happen. But if the law's there, they have to follow the law. Right? It's what it is.
Yeah, I mean that is what it is. But then again, what's the point of equal opportunity at that point?
None. All that shit's not necessary.
I keep seeing all this. I keep seeing all this talk about DEI hires and all this shit.
Yo,
what is that? I don't know about that.
Diversity, equity, inclusion.
Yeah.
Bro,
well, listen, I just want to say this. As a NASCAR fan, the only thing that comes to my mind whenever I hear DEI, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, Dale Jr. That's like every time I hear that, it's just, why are we talking about that? And then, of course, for me, that's the one thing that comes to my mind. But I don't have an issue with it. I don't know why other people have an issue with it.
I think it's maybe the label.
Yeah,
because
it probably
in fact,
is.
Like I asked one of my friends today. He had posted something about DEI, and I had to ask her clarify. I'm like, "What you saying?" She's like, she meant it. I need more context. I might have to tell you that story another time. But the problem is, I just don't like the term. I don't understand why we have to have this term. Why is Kamala Harris DEI? Are you trying to say that people of color are not capable of running a country? Is that every time a person of color goes into the presidential race, are we always going to label it DEI, or just going to attach negativity to it? When a person could be perfectly capable, could be everything you want in running a country, you're going to put that kind of label attached to them? Like, come on, man.
It could be. So let's just take away the broader scale of running the country. I mean, hell, even running a business, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like now you're just you're just being promoted or brought into a company based on the fact of your color, your skin, or your whatever, instead of actually if you can do the job. And I think that sometimes, not all the time, there are times that I have seen where those types of hires that just get hired because they're this or that, the products that they make or the businesses that they run don't operate as effectively, or the products they make are shit because they're not the right hire. The right hires were other people you passed over because you had a DEI hire. And I see a lot of this in the gaming industry.
When it comes, so I don't disagree with what you're saying, right? I just want to say that. I don't disagree entirely with what you're saying, because I do agree that the best man for the job should get the job.
Or woman for the job. Doesn't matter.
Yes, man or woman.
We just want to clarify that because people.
No, because when I mean man, I don't just mean man.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, come on, people.
We have to say it out loud, or else.
No, we don't got to say that. Like, grow the fuck up. Stop being so.
No, I get it. Listen, Mike, I'm on your side on that. I knew what you meant, but I had to add that in.
The fact that, like, I miss when things weren't so sensitive. People didn't used to be so goddamn sensitive. It's fucking disgusting where we're coming. Like, we're soft as a society, bro. Like, nobody can take a fucking joke. You can't say shit to people now because, oh, you're offending me. Like, come on, bro. We've gotten so, like, the fact that, anyway, let me not even get too far because I ain't trying to go into a damn rant. Okay? So we should hire the best person for the job. Okay? However, sometimes these opportunities that should be given to the best person, the best person may be overlooked because, that's why these things exist. Like, if it were actually equal and you were just getting the job because you were the best person for the job, then I don't think this DEI or whatever the fuck, none of this shit would be a thing. Like, they're all a thing for a reason, right? That's why these things happen, for a reason. I don't think we want to. What's the shit when you get into a college as a minority? The preference you're given,
or something along those lines. I don't know the exact term for it, but I know there's a quota that colleges have to meet of certain groups of people.
These things wouldn't exist if it were actually equal. If it were actually equal, these things wouldn't exist. Why don't people take the time to think about that? Like, do I like it? No, I don't like it. That you have to set aside this amount when this little white kid could have been better. You know what? Yeah, it sucks. It does suck. But it also sucks when you're not even given a shot simply because you don't look like someone else. Shit sucks too, bro. Like, did we just stop learning to empathize with people in general? Like, did we not stop? And I mean this for both sides because it's disgusting, bro. Our country is fucked. The world is fucked. I learned something from Polish. Mamy przejebane. We're fucked. That's what it means. We're fucked.
When the fuck did you learn Polish? Goddamn.
Hey, I'm married to a Polish.
He's been all over the place, man. Panama's international.
He's been everywhere, man. He's been everywhere.
Like, how can we not see this? No one's. Do we have these politicians, figurative cocks so far down our throat that we can't take the time to fucking see what the fuck is going on, people? Like, our country is fucked.
Like I got into a mini argument with my mom not too long ago, like a couple days ago, because I said I don't want to vote for Trump. I'm going to vote a third party because I don't want to vote Kamala, and I don't want to vote Trump again because I don't want to be a part of that enablement.
Let me
regardless
guess.
of what the
Did they say you were wasting your vote?
Something was said along those lines,
Okay.
or it was implied that I was going to vote for Kamala, and I was just like, no. Where did I say that?
Yeah,
I didn't say I was going to vote for her either.
Kamala's a third party, confirmed.
when did this thing become a thing? I mean, maybe it's a white people thing. Maybe it's a upper middle class thing. Maybe it's just a thing I've never experienced, right? But when did it become a thing to have arguments with your family members over politics?
Like I try not to have these arguments, but I'm just like, at some point when it becomes a daily conversation, when I'm trying to eat my goddamn dinner because they have Fox News on all the time, and I keep telling them, turn the fucking news off. I don't want to watch this shit while I'm eating because I know it's going to lead to constant rants as they watch the fucking program. So they're not even listening to what the fuck's being said. They're just talking over it, ranting and raving about whatever the fuck they were talking about. So it's just like, I don't want to sit and fucking watch that. So I would rather have them watch something else. And then I'm like, oh, you should know what's going on. And I'm like, by watching Fox News?
If you turn the news
by
off.
By watching CNN?
If you turn
by
everything
watching
off,
any of the
political-based news, whether it's like ABC, CNN, MSNBC, whatever. If you turn all that off, your life will be so much better.
At least I can go, and I'm not saying Twitter's any better in some cases, but at least I can go on Twitter and see at least a lot more diverse opinions. And whether or not I may not agree with those opinions is a different story, but at least I won't have a echo chamber going on and on and on in the back of my head. And I don't even have to, and the best part is I don't even have to even involve myself in any of the conversations. I could just read the conversations on my own.
See, Fox News is Fox News is hilarious, bro. So, when Biden was still in the presidential race, they spoke an awfully lot about, his age, right?
Yes, I can attest to that.
A lot. And, now that, Biden's dropped out and Kamala's the new, Democratic nominee, now the Democrats are talking a lot about age. And the, Fox News has a big problem with that. And I just find it hilarious. Like, bro, the fact that, listen.
Rules for thee, not for me.
Yep.
No, but the fact that look where our politics are at, bro. Look at the fuckery, even from CNN. Like I don't want people to think just because I talk a lot against Republicans that I side with Democrats, because that's not the case either.
People really get that impression from us too when I post these clips online. They really think that we're siding one side or the other, when arguably we are probably the most centrist group of gentlemen you'll ever meet.
Democrats are fucking idiots too, right? Let's be real. You can't give away everything. Like Democrats are fucking idiots too. However, it's just that the stupidity is greater on the Republican side. That's the only.
100%.
Like I think
it's pretty equal.
You see that tweet I put in the group chat?
No, bro.
Did you see that tweet I put about Biden
Which
and
one?
his?
Yeah, bro.
Like,
16
that
years,
dumb.
bro.
I wasn't even talking about that one, but yeah, we can talk about that,
bro. I just don't under like I have to disagree with you, Matt. The stupidity is so much greater on the Republican side.
Well, I think it's becoming. I think maybe it's because for me it's becoming more prevalent on the Republican side as opposed to the Democrat side. Maybe there's a little bias coming in from me there.
So yeah, like Democratic, like these kids, like you guys mentioned earlier, you brought up the kids vandalizing the bell in DC, right? That shit's stupid. What's the point of that, right? Let's be real. But that's something. It's young people being fucking stupid. I'm expressing my freedom of speech. Rah, rah, rah. That's stupid, right?
Well, then the government can use their right to bear arms and take your ass down.
The Republicans take shit, bro. Oh my God. And bro, and you could be presenting the truth to them in their face. Evidence, right? Look here, motherfucker. They still don't believe it.
For a group that preaches the other side's so sensitive. They get awfully sensitive about certain topics, to be fair.
Oh my god. Yeah. So
They get sensitive.
like I was talking about, not the age part where, oh my god, Joe Biden looks different in 2008 to
That was funny,
2024. Oh my god, people age. Oh, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how he came back with his wife, and people are saying that he gained an extra 3 inches because he got COVID. That's so stupid. Do you not know about the perception of an angle?
Wait.
Like
People said he gained 3 inches because he got COVID.
Yeah, because the camera was panned down a little. Like, oh my god, I'm so short. Oh my god, I'm so tall. Holy shit. What are we doing?
Because of COVID, bro.
Oh my god, people are so goddamn stupid.
It's literally about the perception of an angle. So the angle was a little low. It made Joe Biden seem a little bit taller than his wife, which that's not the case. It's just the angle was low. But they're taking, he just magically gained 3 inches of height because he got COVID. Oh, so that's what they were doing the whole time. Not to mention there was this whole conspiracy theory that Joe Biden was somehow dead. And there was no proof to any of that. There was nothing of it was real.
Oh my god, the Joe Biden, everyone thinking he was dead for the last 2 days was the most hilarious shit I had ever saw. I was like, damn, where the fuck is Joe Biden?
People are just fucking sheep, bro. They're sheep.
Oh my god.
Listen,
this is why the people on the right are more dumb than the people on the left when it comes to
one of my favorite lines in cinema is from Tropic Thunder, and I will repeat it. Everybody knows you never go full retard, man.
Yeah.
And everybody's going full retard.
Bro. That's why I keep every chance, and I'll say this right now. You listen out there, first of all, thank you for listening. Hey, man, check your mental health. Check the mental health of your friends and family. Please do. Check on your people, man. Because you can't, Matt, first of all, I want to commend you for having the fucking balls to, talk to your parents. Let them know what's up. Like, that shit's weird. You know what I'm saying? To check them.
What are you referencing? Which
like when you talk to your moms. So you talk to your moms with politics and shit?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I try to seldomly do it because I know the result, but when I do have to engage in it, I do give my opinion when I feel it is necessary.
Well, luckily I don't have to do that with my mom because, I mean, we agree on most things. We pretty much think kind of the same.
Listen, I just go off what makes sense to me,
and man.
That's really what it is. It's just like, you know what? If listen, I'm not going to lie. Some of the things that Trump says is opposed to maybe knocking down the fucking inflation a little bit. That'd be kind of nice, but
it's not that I'm against. Listen, I have listened to some of the man's policies and some of the shit he says makes sense, bro. It does, right? It does. We're sick of the inflation. We're sick of how expensive it is.
No, we're sick of it. I'm not sure what you guys are dealing with over in Germany.
Bitch, we sick of it too. First of all, Americans need to know this shit is global. Y'all not the only ones that are getting shit everywhere.
Okay, we're just making
sure. Most Americans don't even travel outside of their own goddamn country. It's huge. Yeah, we know. Still, I really have a hard time listening to people that have never been outside the country. You have no other perspective other than your own. The meat, everything you're fed in the U.S. is garbage. It's really hard for me. Like, if you ain't trying to see and gain other perspectives, it's hard for me to hear what you have to say. Being real, like being real as fuck. No offense to no one, right? But what do you know about life in the world, bro? What do you know about anything? You only know what's inside your bubble. You live in a bubble.
And that is why I always say, and I mentioned this earlier, I don't watch one thing that reinstates the same beliefs over and over in my head. That's why I have friends that are Democrats or centrists or even hardcore Republicans. Like I said, some of my friends that made the jokes attempted to make the jokes and said the quiet part out loud. Like, listen, some of them and I have had conversations. It's like, okay, I see your point of view, and maybe they'll see my point of view too. But then there are times they do shit like that, and I'm just like, because it's reinforcing their own thing, and then they delete the tweets trying to get the evidence away, and I'm just like, you kind of already did it.
Yeah,
you said the quiet part out loud. You probably should.
To your friend that did that, bro. Don't be a coward. Don't be listen. You stand on that shit, bro. You said it. You stand on it. You thought it was funny. You don't have to necessarily explain yourself, but you got to stand on that. You thought it was funny. You posted it. People started coming at you. You're a coward, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know you, but you're a coward, man. Like I say shit, right, that some people disagree on here. I don't give a fuck.
You say a lot of shit.
Yo, I don't give a fuck. Like, yo, this is my perspective. You want to have a conversation with me about it? I'm always open.
Yeah.
Please feel free.
I will say, like when it happened, I was in another one of my group chats outside of ours, and we had like 10 or 12 people talking about it at once. And you know, I'm surprised given the fact there were so many different perspectives. Like we had people, I have friends that work in Democrat offices, right? And they gave their perspectives. I have people that have, you know, maybe more right leaning ways of thinking that gave their perspective. I was kind of more down the middle and gave my ripple effect opinion that I mentioned earlier. But I was more or less shocked that we can have a civil conversation about a very dramatic historical event that just happened about 30 minutes prior. I was definitely in shock about that. The fact that, and you know what, the biggest takeaway I got from that conversation, a couple of people said this, is that I wouldn't want to sacrifice my friendships because we all disagree on things like politics, which I think is probably the most important thing. There are people and there are family members I have that will do that, which is stupid in my honest opinion. I would 100%. Not sacrifice things like, because like think about it like this: if we all don't agree on everything all the time, but would I sacrifice my friendship with either of you two or Dante, since he's not here today, because of that? No, I think that's ridiculous.
Not
at the same
politics.
Time, not over politics, but at the same time, if you're going to say something stupid, I'm going to respectfully call you out on it and say, hey, 100%. I think that's kind of ridiculous. So
100%. Nah, I agree with everyone that got him. Like to your friend, to that guy, the idiot, that's a coward.
It wasn't a guy.
I would have got at you too. Oh, whatever, girl. Oh, even worse. Listen, Susan. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why would you want to listen? You don't have to like Trump, but the fact that you wish death on that man is weird as fuck. And go get your mental health check. Like, that's that Democratic bullshit. Like, why would you want that man to die? Why?
Not knowing the catastrophic events that will happen as a result.
Like, you're not thinking that, bro. Listen, I was so happy that white man was still alive. I was. That orange motherfucker. I swear to God.
I was gonna say, is he really white? He's more orange at this point.
I swear to God, I was happy. Oh, brother, let me tell you something. If that man would have died, oh my God, bro, listen. The catastrophe that would follow his death. Oh my God, his people, the same people that putting like bandages on their ear and shit. Right? These people.
Oh, that was even more ridiculous.
These people would destroy the first little hard R's they see, bro. What?
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to tell you, man, I was so happy that he was alive. Listen, I don't want no fucking war. Not in my America. Damn.
Sorry. Didn't you say a couple of times that you wanted to move back here at some point when you're old enough?
And now,
and I don't know if we want to do that now.
And now I gotta stop and wait to see what this fucking reality show does. Now I gotta watch it to the end. Fucking season 2 of this shit. Fuck.
Hey man, make sure you get your ear pillow. Buy one, get one free.
You feel me?
God damn it!
Hey, see that? Oh, I'm so cool. I fit in.
Jesus.
God damn, bro.
Anybody got anything else?
Hey, man, LeBron is the GOAT. LeBron James is the GOAT. Argue with your mama. LeBron James is the fucking GOAT. Argue with your mama. I don't care, Dante. Man, clip this shit, Dante. He the GOAT. Argue with your mama.
Wait, why are you making the claim that he's the GOAT?
Have you not been watching this man ball?
In the
even
Olympic
in the exhibition games?
I haven't watched it.
Nigga.
I've been busy, okay? I've been busy. I ain't got time to watch TV half the time.
LeBron been hooping. at 40.
Good
bro.
for him. He's 40-something years old, still hooping. Good for him.
No. Pause. This man is just hooping. No. This man is bull. Yo, at 40, you don't understand. He's almost 40. LeBron, Ramon, James is almost 40, and he's the best player on the team.
Listen, there will never be anyone like LeBron James ever again.
Never.
Not even his own kids.
Never.
His kids might be good, but they won't be as good as his daddy.
Bronny won't hold a candle to him, unfortunately.
Or Bryce James.
No, Bryce, we still got to give Bryce some time. Bryce still young. But nah, Bronny ain't going to be his dad. I think Bronny will have he'll be a solid 12-year career. He'll be a journeyman on his latter part of his career. Yeah. Watching him play, yeah. Dante may disagree, but I don't care. But I see him as like a 12-year career journeyman, like a 6-man. You know what I'm saying? Like a hybrid between Dante gonna kill me for saying this, but like a Jamal Crawford and a Patrick Beverly. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see. That's what I see, like a hybrid of that. He gonna kill me for saying that. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, like.
Well, in 12 years, when this show is still going on, I'd like to revisit those comments.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh man. Anyway, with that being said, guys, that was a good conversation. I'm glad that we can all have a civil conversation about some of the heavy shit we spoke about on today's episode. Word. Unlike most people in the world, after all. But yeah, man, this has been episode 86 of the Bromigos podcast. We appreciate the fact that y'all are here. You can subscribe to the show on your favorite podcasting platforms like Apple, Spotify, TuneIn, iHeart, whole 9 yards. Just search up the Bromigos podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Bromigos Pod, Instagram and Facebook, The Bromigos Pod, TikTok, The Bromigos Podcast. We've been balling on fucking TikTok, by the way. I've been putting up some shit, and it's been getting some traction every couple of videos here. The YouTube, the audio still uploads, but I'm not sure what we're doing for the video aspect of things. Mike.
I don't know what you're talking about. We all learn the same shit, brother.
Brother, I ain't got the same stuff as you. I don't have everything all laid out for me like you did, to the point where you got it down to a science. But and last but not least, you could thank you to Full Swap Radio for sending out our show or syndicating our show, I should say, every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Anything else you guys would like to say before?
Go Phillies!
Phillies haven't fallen.
Best team in baseball,
baby. You know what it is, Hunter. You know what it is, baby.
Hell yeah.
You know what it is. Hey, man, go to the YouTube. Watch the YouTube, man. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Really appreciate it.
Also, Yankees, what the fuck? Fire Boone.
No, get someone. Pay another player $300 million to not hit the ball.
Yeah, that too. We're so fucked. Hey, listen, congrats to the Phillies. I appreciate it. I have a bunch of friends that are Mets fans too. They're happy as a pig in shit over that sweep that they had over us in the Subway Series. What was it, the first time they swept us in God knows how long?
Since 2013.
Jesus. Anyway, Yankees are fucked. We'll see y'all in the next episode. Have a great day, y'all. Peace out.
You've been listening to the Bromigos podcast.
Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I beat her! That's okay! She'll be back. Another